Ever wondered about the psyche of a man who portrayed both charm and chaos in equal measures? Who better than Patrick Bateman to ponder upon? Today, we delve into the enigmatic persona of Patrick Bateman, the protagonist of the cult classic American Psycho.
My name is Patrick Bateman. I'm 27 years old.
Bateman, a name that conjures images of a slick, well-dressed Wall Street investment banker, living the high life in the heart of Manhattan. But beneath this polished veneer lies a darker, more complex reality. Bateman's obsession with status and appearance is not merely a character trait, but a fundamental part of his identity. He meticulously maintains his physical appearance, his wardrobe, and his apartment, reflecting the superficiality of the world he inhabits. But this obsession extends far beyond the material world and into the realm of the macabre. Bateman's life is a dichotomy, a paradox that baffles and intrigues. By day, he's an ambitious, successful professional, navigating the competitive world of Wall Street with ease. But as the sun sets, the mask of normalcy begins to slip, revealing a man who indulges in violent fantasies and actions. His ability to seamlessly blend into society despite his dark tendencies showcases his cunning and manipulation, making him a chilling figure. Every character has a backstory, and Bateman's early life provides a glimpse into the making of his complex personality. Born into a world of privilege, Patrick Bateman's journey begins amidst opulence and affluence. His family, an epitome of wealth and high society, laid the foundation for his obsession with status and appearance. His father, a successful businessman, and his mother, a socialite, provided him with every material need, yet failed to fulfill his emotional needs. This paradoxical upbringing, where everything and nothing was available at the same time, shaped Bateman's perception of life and relationships. Bateman's education at Harvard further fueled his obsession with status. At Harvard, he was surrounded by the crème de la crème of society, the future leaders and influencers of the world. Yet, despite the intellectual stimulation and opportunities Harvard provided, Bateman was more engrossed in the superficial aspects of his environment. The elite social circles, the power symbols, the art of appearing perfect, these were the lessons Bateman imbibed from his Harvard days. Interestingly, Bateman's affluent background and prestigious education didn't make him immune to loneliness and emotional disconnect. In fact, they exacerbated these feelings. He was constantly surrounded by people, yet he felt alone. He had everything, yet he had nothing. His relationships, just like his life, were superficial. He was a master at maintaining appearances, but deep down, he was emotionally empty. This dichotomy between Bateman's external and internal world is crucial to understanding his character. His obsession with status and appearances was not just a character trait, it was a survival mechanism. It was his way of coping with the emotional vacuum in his life. It was his attempt to fill the emptiness inside him with material possessions and social status. Yet, despite his best efforts, the emptiness remained. The superficiality of his life, the lack of genuine connections, and the relentless pursuit of status left him feeling hollow and unfulfilled. And this unfulfillment eventually led to chaos in his later life. Bateman's early life, filled with privilege yet devoid of emotional depth, sets the stage for his later chaotic life.
All the mayhem I have caused and my utter indifference toward it, I have now surpassed.
Beneath the veneer of his perfect life, Bateman harbors a dark secret. Such is the dual life of Patrick Bateman. By day, he's the epitome of Wall Street success, a wealthy investment banker who moves in the highest circles of Manhattan's elite. His suits are tailored, his business cards meticulously selected, and his social calendar filled with the most desirable events. Bateman's life is a masterclass in precision and order, a carefully cultivated image of prosperity and power. But when the sun sets, Bateman's other life emerges, a life that starkly contrasts with his daytime persona. The successful banker gives way to a violent psychopath. His nighttime activities are a shocking revelation of his hidden nature. These are not random explosions of violence, but rather they are as meticulously planned and executed as his business deals. Each act of violence is a perverse mirror to his daytime precision, a chilling testament to his ability to compartmentalize his life. Bateman's ability to live these two lives is chillingly efficient. He's not just good at his dual existence, he excels at it. He's able to navigate the world of high finance with ease, charm socialites at galas, and then turn around and commit the most heinous acts imaginable. It's as if he's two different people, and he switches between these roles with an ease that is deeply unsettling. His meticulous nature extends from his wardrobe and grooming habits to the planning and execution of his violent acts. Everything is thought out, every detail attended to. Nothing is left to chance. This attention to detail is a defining characteristic of Bateman, an insight into his obsessive need for control and order. Bateman's dual life is a chilling reminder of the facade that people can maintain to hide their darkest secrets. He is a testament to the fact that appearances can be deceiving and that beneath a polished exterior, there can lurk a darkness that is as surprising as it is terrifying. Patrick Bateman, the successful banker and the violent psychopath, is a character study in duality, a stark illustration of the human capacity for deception and self-preservation. Bateman's psyche is a labyrinth of contradictions, a paradoxical puzzle. Bateman's mind is an intricate maze where his narcissism, lack of empathy, and obsession with control reside in disquieting harmony. Let's delve deeper into this enigmatic psyche. Narcissism, typically characterized by an inflated ego and a grandiose sense of self-importance, is a defining trait of Bateman. He's obsessed with his physical appearance, meticulously maintaining an elaborate grooming routine. He's driven by a compulsive need to not just fit in with his elite social group, but to surpass them, to be the epitome of success and sophistication. And yet, beneath this polished surface, there's a chilling void of empathy. Bateman's interactions are mechanical, devoid of any genuine emotional connection. His relationships are shallow, mere stepping stones in his quest for status. It's as if he's an actor playing the part of a human, mimicking emotions he doesn't truly understand. Bateman's obsession with control is another fascinating aspect of his psyche. In a world where he constantly feels the pressure to conform, control becomes his only means of asserting his identity. This obsession extends to his violent actions, where he exercises ultimate power over his victims. But here's where the lines between reality and imagination blur. Bateman's violent actions are often accompanied by hallucinations, adding an element of uncertainty. Are these brutal acts a manifestation of his darkest fantasies, or are they real? This ambiguity adds another layer to the complexity of his psyche. Bateman's mental landscape is a terrifying spectacle, a mirror reflecting his twisted perception of the world. It's a world where his monstrous desires coexist with his polished exterior, where his lack of empathy is masked by his superficial charm, where his violent fantasies may or may not seep into his reality. Bateman's psyche, a twisted maze, leaves us questioning the very nature of his reality. His mind, a chilling abyss, continues to perplex us as we navigate through the labyrinth of contradictions that is Patrick Bateman.
I had a date with a girl named Veronica.
That's not what I've got.
Patrick Bateman, a man of many faces, a man of many paradoxes. This is where we find ourselves, wrapping our thoughts around a character as complex as Bateman. Having journeyed through his early life, his dual existence, and his labyrinthine psyche, we are now at the final act of our character study. Bateman is a character of privilege, born and bred in the lap of luxury. Yet his affluent background is not a haven but a breeding ground for his monstrous alter ego. It's the paradox of his existence, a man who seemingly has everything yet is devoid of genuine happiness or satisfaction. His life is a masquerade, a daily performance of a high-functioning executive by day and a ruthless predator by night. It's a chilling dance between sanity and madness, where the line between the two is blurred. This dual life, this Jekyll and Hyde existence, is the very essence of his character. A man trapped in a cycle of violence and pretense, unable to break free. His psyche, however, is the most fascinating aspect of his character. It's a twisted maze where the normal and the abnormal coexist. Bateman is a man who can dissect a Huey Lewis and the news song with the same precision he uses to dismember his victims. He's a walking contradiction, a man capable of extreme violence yet obsessed with maintaining a veneer of normalcy. These elements, his privileged background, his dual life, and his complex psyche, come together to create a character that is both fascinating and terrifying. Bateman is a paradox, a symbol of the darkness that lurks beneath the polished surface of society. In the end, Patrick Bateman remains an enigma, a character that continues to intrigue and horrify us in equal measures. Thus we leave you to ponder what lies beneath the mask of civility.
Oh my God, what are you doing?